Howdy, gang. Okay, lunch hour, and we'll see how many of us are able to find out a little bit of what's going on. Power outages like crazy everywhere. From what I can see, there's about 1.1 million people across the country right now who are without power. Uh, Most interesting part is where. I want you to take a look at this here real quick. This is a current map of the power outages in the US. And what strikes me is it's not where the snow hits. It's basically the cold and the winds. I mean, if you look, the mid-Atlantic area is worst hit right now. I mean, Virginia, North Carolina is the worst state of them all. And I mean, this is just cold and wind and everything. Tennessee is right up there with power outages. It's mostly eastern Tennessee or East Tennessee where I am. The funny part is my little county, 19,000 people, is relatively unaffected. I mean, if you want to consider it, I mean, there's something like 900, almost 1,000 people, but that's 5% of the county without power right now. Not many people, but on a percentage basis, it's significant. But like Knoxville's getting tagged hard with power outages. Then you look, New York has got a significant amount of power outages. It's not the worst places for power outages aren't Michigan, where the storm hit pretty much hardest, or anywhere in the plains, the Dakotas, Iowa, Missouri, Nebraska, Kansas, where, I mean, it was a serious blizzard that came through for these folks. So, as usual, hopefully you guys are just sticking around inside, didn't have to go anywhere. Obviously, I can't tell you what the road conditions are because there ain't no way in the world I'd be going out on icy roads if they are icy down here because, down south, if you guys think about this, we don't have a whole lot of snow removal equipment. We don't stock up on tons and tons and tons of salt for icy covered roads because we don't get this. You see up in New England or the upper Midwest or anything, you've got snowplows with 6-foot high blades on them. Hell, there's probably a few of you guys that drive snowplows. We don't have that down here. We get to wait until it melts because usually by lunch it melts. Okay, so we don't spend the tax dollars on it. Not this time. This is going to stick around for a few days, which of course is going to mean holiday traffic is, holiday travel is going to be chaotic. And I mean, there's thousands of flights that have been canceled already, roads, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, that are impassable. Maybe the main thoroughfares, the interstates, and more major roads will be clear in time, but the back roads and the side streets and stuff like that, not necessarily. And to get in a car accident, you don't have to be on the highway. I mean, you can easily be on a side street somewhere, back road or whatever, and slide into a tree. Okay, that's bad, but chances are you're fine. They're already talking about the deaths because of the storm, and I mean, I can't find any accurate numbers as of yet, but Oklahoma's already reported traffic fatalities, Nebraska's reported traffic fatalities, Kentucky's reported traffic fatalities, because everybody's out driving in this. I mean, guys, for 6 months or whatever it was a couple of years ago, we didn't go anywhere in the spring and summer because we were afraid of getting COVID, or at least the government told us that was what it was when we all stayed home. But at this point, nobody's telling us not to go. People need to use common sense, And hopefully most of you guys are staying home unless you absolutely have to go out. And absolutely have to go out is not, oh my God, Martha, I'm out of cigarettes, I need to go to the store. You know, absolutely have to go out is, oh my God, Martha, I just broke my knee, I fell down the stairs, I need to go to the emergency room. That's a little more accurate. But this is a dangerous storm. There's no question. Okay. And, you know, I guess a couple of people thought what I said yesterday is don't worry about the storm. It's not serious. It's a serious storm. No question. What I'm saying is we're ready for it to be in a situation like SHTF where we don't have to go anywhere. All right. In an SHTF situation, if they drop a nuclear bomb on Washington, D.C., I'm certainly not leaving my house. Okay. That's where I was going with this. I can stay home. I've got everything I need at home. We don't have to worry about staying warm, staying powered, eating, whatever. That was my point. Not that the storm was not serious, because the snow isn't any big deal for at least me. But the wind and the cold, there we go. There's that once a week sneeze. The wind and the cold is what's the killer. So, you know, if you're in one of these scenarios where the power's out, and if the power's out and you're watching me, chances are you're prepped, okay? Go check on your neighbors, especially your elderly neighbors or the ones with kids, okay? But check on all your neighbors. And if they don't have the heat or anything to stay warm, do the Christian thing. It is Christmas after all. Do the Christian thing and invite them over to be warm and everything. Maybe get a pot of soup on or something. Because what you might be able to do is, besides help them and might be able to keep them alive, you might be able to explain to them a little bit of the benefits of having some of this that you do. Why are they warm at the moment? Oh, I don't know, because I had plenty of firewood put away, or I have a backup heater, or this is my little buddy, or whatever. Why do I have power? Well, you might want to consider getting a generator or something. Besides being comfortable yourself and learning where your shortcomings are in this storm, right now I can't. The power's still on here. I mean, with the exception of not going outside, it's a normal day for me. Okay. Doesn't mean it's not going to change in 15 minutes and the power goes out. But the house is still warm, the lights are still on, etc. But that's not true for everybody. Maybe take this as a chance, if you can learn from it, do so. And if you can help somebody to maybe, I'm not saying turn them into a prepper, but enlighten them on why being ready for something like this, having a couple extra things, is worthwhile. Not that I want to see anybody hurt, killed, anything by this. But what I do hope I see out of this is a little bit of an awakening of a couple more people across the country, if that's all it is, that, hey, you know what? Being ready for something bad to happen might be a good idea. Probably see you guys in the morning, depending on what's going on, but who knows if I got power. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas. Pinball out.